I'm Duncan Taylor, and I've got involved with CIS through a fellow named Mike Thomas. Mike and I both work with horses, and we were at the horse sale. We met up and we started talking about the youth of today and how we might be able to help them with the program. The Conquest Boys and Girls Club, I'd worked with homeschoolers at that, but not with like inner city kids. And we said, okay, let's try to bring it down here. And we met up with Ms. Rebecca. She was running the Challenge Girls side of the club and really overseeing the whole thing with Mike. And I was just coming down and helping out weekly, and that's how we got going.
Hi, my name is Mary Grace Decker. I'm the Service and Social Justice Coordinator at the UK Catholic Newman Center, which is the Catholic Student Center at the University of Kentucky's campus. And CIS actually approached us about compiling a group of volunteers to help lead the group and provide us a little bit of crowd control, and also begin to lead some of the activities ourselves so that we could help out with this program.
My name is Brigitte Selig, and I heard about CIS about 3 years ago on Facebook. They had some Boys and Girls Club for elementary school age kids, and my daughter was 3rd grade, I believe, at that time, and then I just wanted to try and give it a shot, and she loved it, and we've been attending 3 years.
Hello, my name is Alicia Brown, and I have been involved with CIS for about 4 or 5 months. I learned about the program through a co-worker that I work with, a nurse practitioner. She told me all about the program, so I thought it would be a great opportunity for me to get involved in something to help out the community.
My name is David Khalil Derad Campbell. And my name is Keaton Campbell. We learned about CIS because our mom told us. Our mom did not tell us. She just took us here. No, our mom told us about the program, and she decided it would be a good thing for us to learn about God, so she brought us here.
Hi, I'm Sam Flutie. How I got involved with CIS was that I was told about it by another student at our Newman Center, and she said that this is a great program to just be radically present to a group of kids who are more at risk, and just to be radically present in their lives and spend time with them once a week. And I said, hey, that sounds like an awesome idea, and I'd love to do that as well.
My name is Martha Crumby. I got involved with CIS through Mike Thomas. He was telling me about the program, and so was his sister, so I thought it sounded like a really great program. I'm all about community service, and so I kept saying I'm coming to volunteer my time. But in the meantime, Mike passed away, and so when he passed away, I made it my point that I was going to come, and I've been coming ever since.
My name is Emily Kretz. I've been doing this program for about 1.5 years now. I first got involved because a friend of mine from church ran the volunteer program, and so they were bringing in volunteers from our church for it. And because my friend was doing it, I kind of ended up getting dragged along and then ended up loving it. So I've been coming back ever since.
I'm Nancy Barnett, and I've had the privilege of being associated with the Community Inspired Solutions for about 5 or 6 months. I found out about it this summer and reached out to Becky, who is the president of this organization, and told her I would love to know more about it, and I started coming, and I love to come every week. It's just such a joy to be with these children and just learn from them. As many of these things go, you start thinking you're going to help others, and the result is quite the opposite. They help you. It's just been so rewarding, and I absolutely miss these kids from week to week and look forward to seeing them on Tuesdays.
I've been involved with the program for 2 years now.
Hi, my name is Erin, and I've been in the program for 4 months.
I've been in the program for about 30 years. I started when I was in 3rd grade.
I have been with CIS since about January, right after the new year. The new semester started up, and yeah, about a year.
So I've been with Conquest and Challenge and CIS since the beginning when we started the Boys and Girls Club. and I'm guessing that was like 3 or 4 years ago.
I think CIS is a great program. It takes your kids off the street. We give them virtue of the week. We teach them respect. We have people come in to talk about STEM. People are always ready to volunteer to come in. If I ask them, can you come in and speak on budgeting? I have no problem. They'll come, and I just think it's wonderful what they are doing with the kids.
I think it's a really great program. One of the key benefits is it focuses on building relationships with the kids. Honestly, my favorite part isn't so much the activities and things like that, or even like learning the virtues, although those are really important and really cool to discuss with the kids. But just it's the moments before dinner or when there really isn't anything going on, when the kids find a game or just something they want to do, and they're just having fun, and we just get to talk to them, hear about their school and how their life is going. So it's really cool just letting these kids have people who really want to come every week and build a relationship with them and hear about their lives and just want to spend time with them. I think that's just really beneficial for the kids and for us.
They provide safe place for the kids and youth, and they teach them a lot of subject, different cultures. They feed them each week, lots of different speakers. Community comes, speak, do art and crafts, and plus they celebrate lots of holidays, lots of special days, and they all are free, and just you can't beat that. It's a great program. People are awesome. They love the kids. They want to provide lots of things for them. They do field trips. We love it.
I really feel this is a great program. Like I said, I've only been involved with it for 4 months, but in that time I've learned a lot. I'm able to bring my grandchildren with me. I volunteer for the program, but I bring my grandchildren with me. They've had an opportunity to really get involved and see things and been exposed to things that they might not get an opportunity to do. It's great. They're here to help out the kids in every way that they can. Great learning experiences and a lot of involvement, like I said, that you might not get a chance to be in touch with if you was not a part of this group.
I think that CIS has done a good job of bringing together a bunch of kids and just getting them to explore a lot of new things. We've had a lot of little activities that have gone on different weeks that they've kind of gotten exposed to a bunch of different fields of study. Like one week we had someone with forestry coming in and showing them different nuts and seeds and stuff and that was a lot of fun. And it's just been nice to be able to spend a lot of time with the guys too. They're often games and stuff there, and we used to play a lot of basketball in the gym, so it's just been a good way to connect with the guys and to let them know that someone's there for them every week, who will put aside 2 hours each week to be there for them.
So I think this program is really wonderful, if for no other reason than that we know for 2 hours every week that these children are safe, warm, loved, and fed. But we're also doing so much more than that here. We're helping to develop them physically and mentally and emotionally, and really helping to form them into full people and giving them the ability to be effective members of their community. Every week we talk about virtues and how we can apply those virtues in our lives. We have activities that help them grow, and cultural awareness, like today we celebrated Kwanzaa, and also we're teaching them skills, like we're teaching some of the older kids how to cook, and that kind of thing. Most of the boys are learning how to play basketball as well, and that has been really helpful in getting out some energy, and also teaching them some team building skills and other things that you can learn in the sport.
The program has really evolved, and when I first came down to the club, I had these expectations. We were going to teach the kids virtues and we're going to teach them a certain way. We've really adapted to the kids and the type of kids we have, and I think the program is amazingly going very well. I think it's doing the kids a lot of good. I think they have fun here, but I think they're also learning that people care about them, and we're teaching them the virtues of faith, hope, and love, and we're trying to instill that in them and see that's going to do them a lot of good in their lives, and for them to be kids that have character and are willing to work and know that they've got to sometimes bend their will to get the best thing for themselves.
I think what's so wonderful about Community Inspired Solutions, also known as CIS, is the influence that coming together with these kids and having lots of different kinds of people, sizes, shapes, colors, and I just feel like any time that you can expose children to differences and kind of usher them and shepherd them into experiences of how to handle things, and we all bring different things. We've had different life experiences, so I just hope I'm bringing to these kids maybe a person they've not been around like me, because we're all unique. So I think that we help children with listening to them and regarding them and making them know how much they matter. That's at least what I hope I can bring to them.
My favorite day at the program was the time we decided to have the kids do skits. We separate boys and girls, so it's just all the little girls together, and we would give them a scenario, and then they had to show us how they would make the right choice in the scenario. There was actually a stage in there, so just watching all the little girls up there on the stage making skits together, a lot of it was improv. It always derailed at some point, but it was just, they were having so much fun. And they actually got to learn the virtues in a really good way because they had to act them out and make choices. But mostly they were just all working together to create a story, and we were all just in the audience laughing and having a lot of fun watching what they came up with.
When I was working the summer camp, it was my first experience, and I was like, oh my gosh. But it was wonderful because if the kids wasn't there, they would be somewhere else getting in trouble. And so we decided to give them jobs, and one child came up and said, oh, you forgot to give me a job. And I said, oh, don't worry, sweetie, you're gonna get a job.
So there was this one week that we were playing basketball in the gym, and one of the kids just was having a rougher week and didn't want to talk about anything, didn't really want to join in on the fun that the rest of us were having. But just over the course of the night, he started to open up more and more, and then by the end he was able to laugh and smile and play along with the rest of us. And it was just really inspiring that we were able to kind of break through that and get to see the fun side of them.
One of the things I most appreciate about this program is their willingness to meet every kid where they are and to help them grow from that spot, rather than just demanding that they be at this certain benchmark before we can do anything with you. Most of our boys are learning how to play basketball. We formed a little basketball team to help them learn team building and sort of respect for coaches and forethought and that kind of thing. But for some of our younger boys, that can be a little overwhelming. So instead, some of our adult college volunteers have been teaching those boys how to play chess or checkers, depending on how old they are, and that way they still learn, prudence and forethought and, ability to think through what they're doing and assess their actions in terms of a larger plan. But it's a little less stimulating and a little easier for them to grasp, and they get the one-on-one attention that they really need. And I really appreciate that the program is set up so that we have the freedom and ability to do that and to help these kids the way that they need to be helped.
Back about a month ago, we were able to go on a trip with the group. We took the kids to the National Freedom Underground Museum in Cincinnati. It was a great opportunity. My grandchildren are young, 7 and 8, and they were able to experience the museum and learn about slavery. They're so young, they haven't learned that in school yet. And so it was a great experience. And not only did they learn, but I learned a great deal from that, things that I wasn't even aware of. And so I think that this club gives you a lot of opportunities to open up some doors for things that you want to do and things that will really broaden your horizons and give you different views on things if you haven't been exposed to them, or if you just have gotten just a little small snippet of something, then this experience will help you learn more, be involved more, and be able to give back.
So one day in summer camp, we went to the pool, and it was so much fun because I had my friends up there. We also were playing a game called Marco Polo, which is so much fun, and I really want to go to summer camp again.
Sometimes at school, sometimes we go to when it's the end of the day, I love about CIS that it is that I love how we got here. When we got here, we didn't know any friends, but now we know a bunch of friends because we came here almost every Tuesday. So we had the most fun here ever since we started to go here. What I like about this place is that sometimes you might get to do some arts and crafts, and sometimes they might be fun.
It was wonderful this summer. I participated in a walk around Lexington with probably about 60 to 70 people. It was an African American walk associated with the Reimagining Cheapside effort. And the last place we went was Shiloh Baptist Church, and standing on the steps was Becky Webb, the president of this organization, and her granddaughter. And Becky proceeded to tell about an unfortunate drive-by shooting that killed a young man, and the community being quite alarmed and worried and wondering what they could do. And Becky decided to do something instead of just talk about it. So she told this story, and as tears, it makes me cry right now, as tears went down my face that day with her passion, her project of passion, I was just absolutely smitten with her effort and her passion. So I reached out to her and said I'd love to help anyway or participate. So that's how I got to know about CIS and to get to know Becky and all the wonderful people that she's drawn into this effort. I was unfortunate to not get to know Mike Thomas, which sounds like another legend, but I'm so privileged to be a part of this, and I appreciate everything that she's doing for all these kids.
So Enough is Enough started when my friend and we started the club, and there was another friend of ours before we actually started whose son had been shot in Lexington, and that followed several other shootings of young people. And Mike came up and he said, enough is enough. We've got to start something that's going to help these kids and turn things around in Lexington. So that's where Enough is Enough came from, and I think it's the driving force behind the program.
CIS, enough is enough.
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 CIS, enough is enough. CIS, enough is enough.
CIS, enough is enough.
CIS, enough is enough. Enough of the violence, enough of the bullying, enough of all of the craziness that's going on with our kids. CIS, enough is enough.